defense, just the guys that you're going to have to depend on, including Evan?
Right. No, we're down a couple playmakers that we depended on this year, but we have guys like Cody Core and Markel Pack, who's a young kid who has to step up. Obviously Evan, hopefully he'll play the way he did, against Mississippi State, and we expect that because, he's so explosive and a guy that's a mismatch. So we know we're down some guys, but we have guys that's going to step up and fill that void.
Over here in the corner, Jeff.
Coach, the TCU offense gets a lot of ink, but their defense is pretty prolific too. And in the past, the hallmark of TCU has been defense. Talk about them a little bit.
No doubt about it. You look at their stats. Excuse me. They're in the top rankings in a lot of categories in the country, and that's being in a conference that throws the ball a lot. And most of those teams are putting up a bunch of points. So to see where they are ranked is impressive. And you watch them on film, and they're an SEC type defense, and that's saying something because we're used to seeing great defenses every week, and these guys are right there with them.
All right, we'll go next. Carlos, right here.
Coach, can you follow up on that SEC defense comparison? What makes them like an SEC defense?
I think their athleticism, first of all, their defensive line really runs around. Some of the teams that you see throughout the country just don't have the athletic ability that most D-lines do in our league. But these guys obviously do. Their linebackers are real physical but can also run, and they're good enough at corner to play a lot of man coverage, which allows them to do a lot of different things inside. And that's what we see basically every week.
All right, right here in the front.
Dan, I'm wondering if you watched film from their Baylor game and what Baylor did to score 61 on TCU.
Baylor scores 61 on everybody, I think. It's amazing. And, they had them shut down in the fourth quarter. I think they only had 28 points or something at the time, or maybe 35, but all of a sudden, right at the end, they hit them on some big plays. And that is the way they made most of their yards and most of their points were big plays.
Hey, Bo, the TCU defense has a reputation for confusing quarterbacks, throwing them different looks. What do you see when you see film?
Obviously up front, they're athletic. Like Coach said, they're a SEC caliber defense that we see every year or every week. So we, offensively, we have to play really good and have a good plan, and guys play really well.
Coach, Aaron Morris is out, moved Rod Taylor into starting, moved Justin Bell over. How's that affecting you guys? How's that combination look in practice?
It's been good. Rod's played a bunch this year, so even though he's a true freshman, you figure it's the 13th game, so he's got a lot of reps in, and he's ready to roll. So like Bo was talking about, anytime you lose a guy, you've got to find somebody else to step in. We're lucky enough to have a lot more depth than we had, say, 3 years ago. So, and guys like that, they want to step up. They've been waiting all year to get their reps and get a shot. And what better place than on a national stage to get up and play a great ball game and get us a W.
We're going right here.
Bo, what's the bowl experience been like, knowing that this is your last, college game, last bowl trip, and how's it kind of compare to the first two you've been a part of here?
Well, I think just, the stage that we're on at this bowl, makes it, your preparation, your mind's on the game the whole time, and you want to play well on a stage like this. But, I really haven't thought about this being my last game. I've really just been trying to prepare and get a win for my teammates and these seniors.